Kevin from Salem, Virginia says, can you share your thoughts on the Fellowship of Christian Athletes? Are they a legitimate organization to partner with and share my treasure, time, and talents? Tell me what you know of their history and current stance, and thank you for your time.
Well, I've been engaged with FCA since I went into campus ministry in 1978, and I've met a lot of FCA staff, some very, very fine people. Like anything else, a ministry has a local reflection, and so it may be very true to their doctrinal statement, to the things they believe, or sometimes and occasionally it's not. And this is true with most campus ministries today. Cru, for instance, formerly known as Campus Crusade for Christ, facing the same challenges, the same problems. Overall, FCA is a fine organization. One of our members who was here about 10 years ago, her father was the president of FCA, a very fine Christian man. With that said, they're conservative, so I don't think you can expect them at any time in the near future, hooking together with the religious left. They have a passion to combine sports with their passion to communicate the gospel. And since, sports is really almost in an unhealthy way a god in our nation, it's a sports crazed nation. To use that platform to talk to people about the Lord is a great thing to do. And they are, I would say, the biggest Christian ministry organization to students, because not only do they combine college campuses, but they also combine high schools. And so that's really exciting in terms of what they're doing. I will say that FCA took a very good, healthy stance on issues like homosexuality and transgenderism just a few years ago. And because they did, they got a lot of negative feedback, but they haven't backed down. So I deeply respect them for that. Even Chick-fil-A, because they didn't want to be controversial, they stopped their support to FCA and to the Salvation Army because they didn't want to be entangled with an organization that took such a strong stance. And that was really surprising to me. I don't think Dan Cathy, if he were alive, would have made the same kind of decision. I don't think he really would have cared. But with all that said, their goal is to reach men and women with the gospel of Christ. And they don't think that to be a Christian means you're a soft or a weak athlete, that you can be an excellent athlete. And they want to reach students, and they want to reach coaches, and they want to touch the community. But like anything else, you've got to look at the local expression. Take, for instance, the Southern Baptist Convention. Right now, a lot of churches in the SBC are vacillating. There was a time when you could pretty much count on an SBC church as being conservative, faithful, critical in their things that they should be critical of, affirming to the things they should be affirming of, but they are drifting. And that's very, very sad. And so I will say that there are some expressions of FCA that are not healthy. So you have to look at the individual organization, who the leadership are. Because, again, you could have a leader who has the gospel, but maybe he drinks. Maybe he watches, R-rated movies, and he shares these kinds of things with the students. And so they think, well, if Coach so-and-so can do that, or staff member so-and-so can do that, maybe I can do that. And again, the organization has standards, but with that said, those standards always are not flushed out. I will say in terms of Beaufort County, we have a superb, excellent FCA, really a great one. So I'm very, very pleased with what's going on in this county. So you have to be discerning in the day that we live in. You can't assume anything. You can read a healthy doctrinal statement, but how it's fleshed out in daily life might be an entirely different thing. So look at each and every one.
Dr. Carl Broggi answers your questions about the Bible and living the Christian life Tuesday mornings at 11 on The Light, 88.7 FM, and online around the world at wagp.net.